Rosecrans Radio, the wave.
Hey.
We in here.
We taking over.
We're fucking
Going
in
crazy.
here.
Yo, Vic, I'm
They
so
done
proud
fucked
of you,
up now.
bro. On God, I just had
The
to.
devil couldn't block my blessings.
On God, I just.
Even
you feel
today.
Me?
Even today.
My man started at Long Beach College. Look at you
Long
now.
Beach City, yeah, I did.
Look at you now, bro.
Yeah.
You got a whole thing in front
Shout
of you.
out
We don't
LBCC.
even know how to work the equipment in front of us.
I know
That's
how
how
to
far
work
we
We can't
came.
even
No,
hear
no,
ourselves.
I figured it out. That's
No
computer right here.
handphone.
Guess 1, guess 2, guess 3. I got it. Shit. Yeah, we in here. We in the
Wow.
94.7 The Wave Studios. We can't give away the location because this is a secured building. You feel me?
Confidential. We sorry.
Yeah.
And we on Wilshire with it.
Yeah.
Dang, Kelly.
We on Wilshire.
We just said.
We on Wilshire with it. We at the CBS station. Shout out to radio.com. Shout out Soapbox. All that.
Yeah.
Blah, we in here.
There it is right there.
There it is. Yeah,
There it is.
we're gonna have a rollout, but I guess Callie just spilled. Remember what we were talking about? Callie's the type of person you
Exactly.
can't say anything to. Like,
Why didn't you guys tell me not
No.
to say nothing?
We didn't know we had to tell you that, Kelly.
Hey, look,
but
bro, look where we at. I'm telling everyone where we at. Hey,
telling
Marcos,
everybody.
you filming this shit? Drop the location. Pull up.
drop the location? Really?
Pull up.
Well,
Dog.
you guys will get to enjoy a more intricate role.
No,
but
God, you
now
guys,
y'all
you
know.
guys could try to get in, but you won't.
You
Oh
still
my
talking about
God.
getting in.
We still have to go outside into the real world, Callie.
Right.
This
he
is only
stepped
for
through
like
these
an hour a
doors
week.
and he don't know how to act. He wants to be on the
So
wave.
So my
Yeah.
convertible.
No convertibles for you, dog. Anyway, shit, a lot of shit happened this week. Trinzzz prepared a very nice list for us.
I did.
Right?
I love being put on the spot about my list.
Yeah.
No,
So IGOR went
I
number
believe
1.
it's pronounced Igor.
Oh,
But
sorry.
No.
You know what? I said it right last week. I know I did.
You did. You
Yeah.
did.
Igor.
It's interchangeable, I feel.
Yeah.
But yeah, it went number 1. It's Tyler the Creator's first number 1 album, which is crazy
Yeah.
because not only is it that is that I thought they were playing Earthquake, but it's his it's self-produced and self-arranged. So basically, he produced every song, arranged every song on the album. So that's really, really like big for an artist, and that's history. He's the first person, well, the first rapper that's ever done that, and to get a number 1 off of that is really, really crazy.
Yeah.
So.
Facts. And everybody was saying like that this is like the album that he like reached his potential at.
Mhm.
That like the album that people always knew like he could make. You know, if he
Yeah.
really like tried really hard, and it's kind of one of those things where like he finally put it all together.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like the production, and then I feel
Yeah.
like now people are more like open to accept this side of Tyler.
Mhm.
Cause like when he did Cherry Bomb, people were like, "What the fuck?
Yeah, like what
are
is
you doing?"
this?
Like you know, and then they were thinking he was gonna get back to like maybe not Bastard, but to Goblin or
Mhm.
something along those lines. But like he just really like
Just
grew and
kept,
matured,
and you
and
could
now he's
really-
totally on this side.
Yeah, you could really hear it in the music, like as far as like from Cherry Bomb to Flower Boy to this album. From it, I know that he's always like produced, but I'm sure he had help with the last 2 albums. But for Igor to go number 1 and for it to be like fully produced by him, and it
Yeah.
says that on the album cover, so
Fire.
that was easy to find out. But
Yeah.
he has a very creative mind, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like it's it's very motivational for like other artists to know like you can do this by yourself if it comes down to it.
Yeah.
So that's really, really dope, and I'm proud of him as if I know him personally, and I
Yeah.
don't. But Tyler, if you hear this, thank you. You did great. We love it.
Yeah, I think he listens to the Wave, so we're good.
Probably the wave, but I don't know. We might be able to sneak on the airwaves, but if not, then
Desi
fuck it.
said earlier, he said, imagine that we just accidentally like tapped into the Wave and like we're
That would
broadcasting
be
live.
Oh
like,
my god.
Yo, Wade
It would
was
be
cracking
over
his
with.
Cali.
Yeah,
Pull
what
up.
up, bitches?
I would
What
be
up? We're
scared.
out here.
Callie gets on there, I'm
94.7.
scared.
I'm like, where the hoes at?
See, because
Where
I've
they
been
at? Where
practicing
the
my
wave? Catch the wave.
94.7
We the wave.
wave
We all
voice
that.
for years, so I will
Yeah.
be solid. They'll tap in, and I'll just perfectly, blend in.
My
Wouldn't
auntie's
even
listening
know.
to me right now. Like, oh my god.
Damn, that's
like,
the first time our aunties have ever listened
Yeah,
to us.
like, oh
my
my
parents still
God.
think I'm a DJ, trying to be DJ Khaled.
my
Oh, God. I'm like,
Same.
yo, I've never. I
Sleeping
don't
in that car with
understand.
DJ
It's like-
Khaled, they still think he out there.
either like DJ or play instrument. Like they don't think there's anything else besides like music. Like
Yeah, on God,
It's
they,
like-
they have no idea.
no, yeah, but definitely. I mean, the Tyler album was like super dope. I really enjoyed it. I loved all the guest features and just the fact that like he doesn't tell you who they are, but you're
Mhm.
like oh wait, that's Lil Uzi. Oh wait, that's Playboi Carti.
He makes you
And it's
actually listen
crazy.
to it, so
And
you
he
don't
makes
skip to
those
the track.
artists like
Yeah.
step out of their element.
Exactly, because the intro song I didn't even know was Uzi singing until he said it on Twitter. Because I'm like, okay, well, where's Uzi on this album? And he just came out the gate singing, and I'm like, who is this? And then he had Charlie Wilson on the track. He had Cardi speaking Cardanese.
Cardanese.
That's exactly what it is. I understood it. If you listen to Cardi, you understand Cardanese, you know.
Yeah.
But
100%.
it was a lot of like great people on that album. But I like how they do it to where, or he did it to where you couldn't see who the features are.
Yeah.
So you can't just jump and listen to certain songs, because
Yeah.
I'm guilty of that. If it's an album I probably wasn't anticipating as
Yeah.
much, and I see a feature I like, I'm clicking.
Yeah, I'm clicking
Go
that
straight
So-
to it. Yeah.
So,
To
and you don't-
eliminate that, I feel like taking an artist out. I don't know who. I know Travis Scott does that on his albums, and I
Yeah.
fuck with that too.
I enjoy it personally.
Yeah, that's
like
really,
a
it's like a
surprise.
surprise. Like,
Yeah, you actually have to listen and
Yeah.
like appreciate his
Mhm.
work.
yeah, when
like,
I heard
and
Drake
listen
on
to the
Sicko
story.
Mode for the first time, I almost passed out. I didn't know what to expect,
You
and I
didn't
just
know.
heard him.
Back when like people didn't know who Nav was. If you remember Biebs in the Trap,
Yeah,
I thought it was Justin
I thought
Bieber.
it was Justin Bieber.
I thought it was
That
Justin
was
Bieber.
convinced.
everyone thought it was just because
And
of
he
that
said
name.
the N-word too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's crazy. Like,
That
I'm
was
like,
bold.
who gave Justin the N-word pass?
That
like,
is so funny.
Who
And the
gave
thing
it to
is,
him?
I
Like, did they
think
catch it on footage? Like,
Yeah, someone gave him a pass.
someone
like
like
an
just gave him a
actual-
Here you
pass.
are.
Like,
And I need to know who. Like, are you credible? Okay. 'Cause the song is fire, but I don't know how we
We're
feel
running a
about this.
background check on this one.
yeah, and it turned out to be Nav, and then
I was like,
birthed a whole new like person. And then, you know, Cali, obviously, that's his favorite artist now.
right.
Oh my god.
Habib.
Shout out my boy Habib, man, my brother,
Oh
bro.
my gosh.
Nav, I need
Yeah.
you to perform at his graduation, please.
We, not even
We
gonna
on
get
the wave
into
now,
this
homie.
again.
Come up to the wave.
Pull up the
Lord. We here.
That's definitely the name of this episode.
wave. The wave.
Rosecrans Radio, the wave.
Just a wave emoji.
Don't get us sued now. We just got here.
Right?
We just got up in the bitch. Goddamn. Stretch my feet out.
First and last time, like shit. I was kidding.
And if that's the case, it's gonna be because of you, Kelly.
No,
Yeah,
I
man.
know.
Did you guys check out the YG album?
Yeah.
I loved it. Okay,
Yeah.
and
Man.
I feel like people are being very, very biased towards YG. They want that ratchet ass. You know who? I mean, we all want that ratchet YG, but I feel like he gave enough of that on this album.
Yeah.
Like, what more?
I
Do y'all
don't-
want to
yeah,
jerk
I mean-
again? Like, you know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
what do
yeah.
y'all want to do? Like, I feel like as far as cohesive goes, I'll probably give it like a 7, maybe 7.5, only because some songs I'm like, okay, why was this here?
Yeah.
I feel like the DaBaby feature, I expected more from that, I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, that song honestly was, I think, my biggest letdown on the whole album.
I just
Yeah.
felt like they should have picked one version and stuck with it.
Yeah,
There's no
because
reason they should have had that song
the
twice.
original
Twice.
in it, yeah.
It's a good song, but like I don't need to hear
Is
it
it
twice.
that good?
They could have
Yeah.
dropped the DaBaby remix as a separate single and a
Yeah,
remix, you know?
afterwards,
Or just
But-
had the baby go
or just
out.
had it.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, really?
I
You
didn't
I didn't
like
like
that.
his verse. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Like,
I
I would have
like-
been.
Why did I feel like I heard it before?
I feel like
That's the thing. He said some shit that, like, I feel like I've heard in the song.
I feel
before.
like
Right,
the baby.
that he said
like
before.
he's
It had
good.
nothing to do with the
He
song.
came off good, like
Yeah.
for a rapper, but for the baby, it wasn't up to myself. I thought he was gonna like.
Yeah, like this. It was like a wide open lane. Like, stop snitching. Like, he just beat somebody up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot to put that on.
Oh, yeah.
He just beat
Shout out
somebody
to
up in
that.
the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Left them butt naked in front of the Louis store.
Hey, bro.
That's
and
that clout
honestly,
that he was
deserved
craving.
it because
Hey,
I feel
he got
like,
what he wanted. Now
Yeah.
everyone knows him.
Yeah.
and whether he
Cold
told them or
game.
not,
What is it?
I don't even know his name. though.
Cold game kept or
Cold Game
he
Kev?
yells it?
no? It
he
was
said
something
his
like that,
name. He
right?
said Cold Game.
No, he was no. He was yelling it.
He was yelling his
He was
name.
yelling
As
it
he
while
was
he was
getting
beating
his
them
ass
up.
beat?
Yeah.
It's Cold Game Kev.
No,
Cold Heart.
the baby was saying it
Oh.
to him after he beat
His
him
name
up.
was like Cold Heart.
Cold Game.
Kev Cold
Yeah,
Heart.
something like I
Yeah,
thought it was
Desi
Cold
would
Game.
know.
He's like Kev Cold Heart.
He watched the
Kev
video.
Cold Heart, bro, because he made 100
Oh my-
videos since then. Since he got beat up,
And
he's
it's
like,
so
look, I'm okay.
embarrassing.
I'm okay.
No way.
Like,
You
your
can't
lip
keep me
is
down?
clearly busted.
Like, bro,
Bro,
it
he
was
got beat
it was
up.
him and 30 more. And it's
Yeah.
like, nah,
Like,
bro,
it was
it's
only
just-
2. And personally, I feel like, because let's remember to get back to this YG album. But I personally feel like I pay my security to do what they're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
You were coming at me. Of course, if I, get into an altercation with you, I pay my security.
Yeah.
If my
Yeah.
security don't jump in, they getting fired.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and you want to like throw in a couple punches here. And
exactly.
There,
Why not? Like,
Hey man, he did nothing wrong in
you know
my
what I mean?
I feel like
Oh.
some people were saying like, oh, well, what's the issue? I feel like DaBaby goes around and be taunting people and start stuff, and it's like you can literally be you, and like, you know, niggas would not fuck with that at all. So
nah, he's one of those people that they're just those people that attract like trouble. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just that's just that energy that they give off. Sometimes they don't even want to give it off anymore, but it doesn't matter. Like,
he's
wherever
real
they go,
and like
is like where the smoke is gonna follow him. You know what I mean?
I feel like people,
but he's ready for it, like all the time. So he's just like, cool, yeah. Like,
I feel like
up?
after
like,
this video, it's like, okay, I'm gonna just leave this man alone. Like,
yeah,
I don't know what it is.
I don't want to be within 30 feet of
I
this
feel like
man.
people just hear the songs and be like, I wonder if he really do this in real life, and just want to go try
like,
it. And
how many people want it? How many people have to die?
Right, like, I don't know.
Before, like, how many people have to be left naked in front of the Louis store before they know?
I don't
like,
want that for
leave
you
him alone,
or anybody
like,
else. Just leave him alone.
You know what I mean? And if he keeps doing stuff like that, like, he's gonna start to get targeted by the police because you know they don't like nobody to like be like an outlaw. You know what I mean? So you gotta
just
be careful.
Exude a certain amount of confidence.
Shout out to
people
DaBaby
are not
though.
gonna,
I said that he's like the new 50 Cent. That's something I said earlier,
almost,
like on a podcast, and it kind of went viral on like Twitter. People were like, "Yeah." I'm like, I'm like, okay, cool.
But yeah, we love him. We just didn't love your verse in on Stop Snitching. But I mean, hey, it's DaBaby. I love anything he does at this point. But the album,
back to the album,
the album. See, you like the album. We wrapped around. The album was really, I liked it. I feel like In the Dark was definitely strongly influenced by today's LA.
Say it.
Should I say the name?
Yeah.
Say it.
He sounds like Chike on that song.
Yeah. Facts.
I heard it and I instantly thought of Chike, like the beat, the cadence of what he was saying, just everything, the whispering in the dark, like all of that. I was like, okay, I was waiting for Chike to come in. I didn't see the feature. I'm like, okay,
that would have been
maybe
so
it's a surprise.
That was kind of like Chike's, like he referenced it online. You know what I mean? He was just like, damn, like couldn't even call me for the verse. Because obviously, like you. Like if you're young, if you're from LA, you fuck with YG off top. Not personally, like most people have never met him, but you look at him like that's YG. Like
we all know YG is tapped in. He's not some foreign person that came from out of state.
Yeah, no, he heard.
Like, he ain't a Chris Brown. No offense to Chris Brown, but even though they beef, I think. Let me shut up. Anyways, so like I know YG is very much so tapped in. So at that point, it's like, okay, you weren't just influenced and heard this, like you know exactly what's going on, you know exactly who you got it from. Fact. Like so it's like, could he have paid his homage? Yes. I feel like that kind of like left it open for future collaborations with them, because I know he kind of like seen the feedback online. Yeah,
he for sure heard.
And
like,
they've been in the studio, like they've been in the studio with Mustard, like according to them. You know what I mean? They recorded Chike and Jay recorded a song over Do Not Disturb, that same Mustard beat. He said that this will never come out anymore. Everybody was like, yo, can I hear it anyway? Like
unreleased songs that I know are so far that we
and it sounds like exactly like a Jay and Chike song. Like,
it did sound like new wave. It sounded like it can go in the mix right after Tatiana. You know what I mean? Like when I heard it, I'm like, oh, okay, I see what they did here. Like this is more new wave, which is just funny. Like even like Low the Great commented, and he was just like, damn, is Mustard making like Low the Great type beats now?
I seen
and
that
it's just so. It's crazy. Like, it's no shade. Like, I just think it's dope to see the influence come back around. Because obviously, all the musicians, like the new LA artists, like in that lane, are influenced by YG and Mustard. Like, where else did they come? Well, who else would they be influenced by? You know what I mean?
Which is why I feel like,
and they acknowledge it.
It won't hurt them to kind of like acknowledge these people and kind of like give their homage to the people that they know are influenced by them. Yeah. So I mean, I feel like as far as the album goes, I can understand why YG didn't go and get that Chike feature, but at the same time, I don't understand. Yeah,
I don't see how it could have, like, especially on a song like that. Like, I don't see how it could negatively affect him. Like, it wasn't the single. This is like, the one for the, like, Ratchet Club one. Like, that's the one he was purposely giving us.
Yeah,
you know
like,
what I mean?
What could you lose for that?
Exactly,
that? So, I don't know. I really did like the album, though. There were a few songs that I was like, okay.
I love the storytelling. Yeah. When YG gets in his storytelling bag, is very underrated. Like Do It To Ya, like he My Bitch, like on the it reminded me a lot of the first album. It sounded like the bigger brother of like the second, of the first album.
Yeah,
like it's evolved kind of.
Yeah, you could tell he's getting older, he's growing, like just the content of like certain songs. Yeah. It's like that, and I also feel like like Nipsey passing away really kind of like altered his mindset a lot and put him more in a sense of like, okay, this is serious, and if I am, you know, doing this music shit, then I gotta do it with a purpose. So I feel like that's why a lot of, you know, these ratchet songs aren't popping up on his albums and his projects, because he's starting to realize that
he's trying to like have more of a meaningful message.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that he said that it wasn't that he had already had the album completely finished when Nipsey passed.
Yeah.
So he couldn't go back and do anything aside from add that audio from him speaking at the funeral.
The funeral, correct.
So
the first song too, though, I know he mentioned something about Nipsey. So, and that was the thing about it. I did feel like the first song kind of like didn't fit, like it shouldn't have been the intro, and I can tell because I know he said something about Nipsey, which was the only reason why I knew he just threw that song in there. And, you know, him putting in Love and Memory of Nip, you know, I feel like he wanted to make a lot of that for him. So I could tell that the whole album probably was done besides the intro song and then obviously him adding the tribute track. But besides that, I think it was a good album.
I liked the storytelling. I liked her story. I liked obviously Do Not Disturb. That might be my favorite song right now. I just keep listening to it.
I like the one with
G-Eazy.
Yeah, that was a good song. I don't know who wrote that song for him, but shout out to the writer.
And then Do Your Dance.
That was every song that Kamaya was on was a good song.
Kamaya
she went
impressed
crazy.
me so much.
She went crazy.
Where are they keeping her? Like
locked in the dungeon doing these features for him.
Is she YG's?
Let Kamaya out.
Is she YG's party next door? Like
honestly, she might be. YG, let Kamaya out. We want summer bops from Kamaya, please.
I'm just asking questions here. I'm not making allegations.
No allegations, but Kamaya, blink twice if you're okay. Blink 3 times if we need to come get you out of that studio dungeon, because we will come at all costs.
No,
I need an album.
I heard the album and I'm like, Kamaya is my favorite rapper. Like,
yo, she went so
because
crazy.
it was just like that's how I felt after listening to the album.
And Boogie's verse is really good on that song with Valet. I wasn't too impressed by Valet's verse, but it's Valet. Like, but Boogie, he went crazy on that verse too. Every feature I feel like he had was good. It wasn't a random far off person.
Yeah.
Besides the Her Story, I don't know who that was. I liked it though.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he could have did without it, but it was a good touch. Like I was expecting him to kind of come in, but once I realized it was Her Story, it's like, all right, he's not gonna rap.
Yeah.
So it's like, aside from him not being on that song, DaBaby's Lukewarm.
I love Keisha's song so much too.
I like
just
that
the beat
too.
is crazy.
I like that.
And the storytelling. Oh, and play. What is the song called? Played.
Which one?
With Safe.
I don't even.
It's called Play Too Much.
Yeah.
Play Too Much.
Oh man, I love that song. That third verse took me to a dark place.
I just feel like it's just so relatable. Like,
so it took me to a dark place.
Usually I play the bitch, but the little bitch play me.
Like, I tweeted that as soon as I heard the lyrics. Like, fuck.
No.
I just feel like you had to have
over this one,
to listen to that album for the first time. You had to have you listening to it like through some fire ass speakers. Like if you were listening to it off your phone or some stupid shit, then I understand why you probably weren't really feeling it. But if you were listening through some hard ass speakers or in your car,
Advanced Copy Gang, we heard it on like Wednesday.
Yeah, and we were just bumping it at
and
the
we heard it at the studio. Yeah, I'm like, like Callie was in the bathroom. I'm like, Callie,
get out of here!
Start hearing YG.
He came out with the tissue. Oh my god! But
you definitely need to listen to it like on good speakers. Don't listen to it off the phone. You're not gonna get the same experience.
Because the production is really good too. I will give you that. It's very reminiscent to My Crazy Life.
Big facts.
So I'm proud of YG. I don't really care what anybody else says. I feel like YG is always gonna be YG. He's gonna be known for those ratchet songs, but I feel like he wants to be known for something greater at this point. He's getting older. You know what I'm saying? So kudos to YG. Keep doing your shit.
Shout out to that album. I liked it. I definitely liked it. What else? Oh, the London track. YG.
I like that song.
No, sorry, not YG. Sorry, Young Thug, J. Cole, and
Travis Scott. I seen a lot of mixed reviews on that song. That's why I brought it up because I personally liked it.
Yeah.
I feel like as far as Travis Scott and Young Thug, it was very typical Young Thug, very typical Travis. But J. Cole has been like impressing me lately. I wouldn't say impressing me because it's like it's J. Cole, but he's kind of like stepping outside of his box.
Definitely.
And I don't want to necessarily say out of his box because when he first came out, he was, workout. Like, he kind of had those up-tempo songs, but he kind of, shied away from that.
He's in his bag right now.
Yeah, like, he's starting to realize that.
Like, he's really, like, I think he came to that place where he's just like, in his mind, he's like, I'm the best rapper alive.
And that's how you gotta operate.
Yeah.
So I really like that song. I feel like he really spazzed on his part.
Yeah.
He said a lot of things I wouldn't expected J. Cole to say. So
yeah.
I liked it, but that song just made me just really want a project from Young Thug, and I'm fed up at this point because I feel like, actually no, I take that back. I don't take that back, but he dropped Lord forgive me, the On the Run project. That was really good. And it was a good follow-up because the Slime Language, it wasn't great. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. So I feel like that was a good follow-up mixtape. But I don't know what's going on with him, why he's not dropping any albums. But I feel like I'm definitely anticipating a Young Thug project.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I really liked the track. A lot of people didn't like it, though.
I feel like it was too much storytelling. Like, I was straight on that track. I was like, I don't want to hear no story from you guys. Like J. Cole's the
I
only
like the
one,
Ty Dolla $ign J. Cole record better.
Yeah.
Purple
I like
Emoji.
that.
Yeah, that one's way better.
Beat
I
is
listened
so
to
fire.
it like when I first heard it. I listened to it 10 times, and then
I'm about to go
the
listen
second
to
time I heard it, I played it like another 8 times.
Yeah, it's really good.
So
I
the
didn't,
over and
second
over,
time
like,
I heard
Another
it.
No,
8
you know what I mean?
times.
Like in one sitting, I'm just like, okay, I need to hear this 10
realize
times.
how much
figured.
I
feel
needed Ty Dolla $ign and J. Cole on a
The
track.
video's
until
coming
then.
out. It looks
I
really
think it's
dope.
out.
Is it out already?
I think it's out.
I seen a
wanna say it's
snippet
out, but I don't know
on
why.
IG.
Yeah, I think it just came out today actually. So
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to J. Cole getting all these unlikely pairings off.
Yeah,
Right?
and
I
it's
wouldn't
like,
imagine him doing a song with with Ty Dolla $ign, with
I
Young
wouldn't imagine
Thug,
it
Travis
either.
Scott. You know what I mean?
Definitely like
They're definitely his peers, popularity wise, but definitely not musically.
yeah,
you know what I mean?
even him and J. Cole. Him and Young Thug having such a cool relationship.
Yeah.
I wonder what they got coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
what do
it's
they talk about?
Right? Like, what do y'all talk about? Like J. Cole and Young Thug, my
Young Thug's
ignorant
slap,
mind and my intellectual mind. Like they said, DaBaby and J. Cole are having some, what is going on,
Yeah.
J. Cole?
Yeah.
We appreciate
He's just
it.
talking
We really
to everybody.
do,
He's a
but,
people person now.
Exactly. Honestly, I went to a J. Cole concert a couple years ago, and I didn't meet him formally because I wasn't introduced. I just, stood by and inhaled his air as much as I could. But
As much as you could. Hold on.
as much as I could,
What do you
because I
smell
was
like?
close enough.
What do you smell like?
Essential oils. Honestly, and he was so tall, and his aura was don't condemn me. It was almost like Jesus. I wouldn't say he was. No, I'm not calling him Jesus,
Hold
but
on.
he had a real aura
Jesus
about
Cole?
him though, really. And he has the dreads, everything.
J.
If
Cole.
Jesus was black, and if Jesus would look like J. Cole, I'm convinced. Probably a little darker, but anyways. So he was just so cool. I don't know what I expected J. Cole to be, but he was really just one of the
Down to
homies,
earth.
just cool, cracking jokes on niggas, and I'm standing there oh my God, it's J. Cole. I'm scared to even say anything.
You're like, I don't know what to tell him.
But yeah, so I can understand how he's able to make, all these relationships with these people that we wouldn't expect him to be cool. Even down to him sitting down with Lil Pump and having that little heart-to-heart conversation. I didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah.
But that was really dope of him to reach out and do that. So I feel like J. Cole is just an overall people person. If you don't like J. Cole, you probably don't like yourself. And
Facts.
that's the conclusion that I'm going to come to.
Yeah. No, definitely. Shout out J. Cole, man. What else happened? Drake
MBJ?
posted that screenshot
of
Frosty,
Yeah, I was fired. So
Milwaukee
That's
Bucks.
So what do you
crazy.
think? You think he did that because of the Bucks?
I
or
know
you think he
that's
fucking with
exactly
Frosty?
why he did that, but I feel
That's why he did that, but I think
But at the same time, he heard Frosty.
at the same time,
Right.
he liked it enough to post it.
yeah, and enough to be like, yo, he knew about the song.
I
You get
think
what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I
Maybe
feel like
somebody
he
sent
found
it to him?
out. Somebody probably played it during the fucking after party somewhere.
Yeah,
where
because
they were
Drake
at.
is super, super petty.
And he's like, "Yo, G, what's this song, G? I gotta post this right now."
Frosty the Snowman, G.
Oh, yo, he sounds like Blueface, dog.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I already know.
Hey, you know what's so ironic is that Frosty's probably in his cell right now, I created this.
Yeah.
None of this
and
was
I
here.
know, and I'm a
We created this. Look around.
I'm the only Frosty stan. I don't know, but I'm definitely out
Frosty,
here.
bro.
When Blueface came out, I'm like, no, this is supposed to be for Frosty. I was not having it, but I'm like, okay, Blueface kind of grew on me a little bit. But I know that, Frosty kind of Frosty walked so Blueface could throw money on strippers.
Yeah.
And in the strip
Aggressively,
club.
yeah.
Aggressively. Ferociously.
He said
So
ferociously.
it's just I appreciate seeing a black man, blow up and do what he got to do.
Yeah.
But I just know if Frosty was able to,
be
here and, do what he had to do, he would have went crazy too. So I hope that when he gets out, he'll be able to build his momentum as an artist. Because I know a lot of people globally know Blueface, but a lot of people don't know who Frosty is. Like, as far as LA goes, we know Draco and Frosty, but like nobody else knows them. So when he does come back and begins to make music, I know it's going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, oh my God, he sounds like Blueface.
Shout out to Drake. But like he be doing the wrong shit sometimes, the right shit at the wrong time. Because like
before Greedo.
He posted Greedo like the day or two after he was locked up.
I thought it was like the day he was supposed to go to jail.
It was like the same day.
It was something like that.
Because that's the same day like the album came out.
Yeah, I remember
like
all that.
that Drake's album Scorpion came out. So it was like,
he was like the people that influenced me.
Exactly.
Drake might
so
be
it's
a
like,
bad luck,
like
he
is
posted
he waiting?
City Girls right before JT went to jail.
That's what I'm saying.
Drake, stop posting people.
The perfect shit at the wrong time. Or is it calculated?
It might be.
You think Drake runs the world?
I don't want to think that.
I'm not going to comment on this.
Let's ask Vic. Vic is Drake's doppelganger, so he might know a little bit more.
I'm tethered.
It's tethered.
I'm just working my way up.
Oh, my God. He got the red jacket right there, too. Y'all can't see it, but Vic has a red jacket right now. He is Drake's tether. That's how he knows so much. Actually, I believe him.
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Oh my God.
People just wonder like how I'm like escalating in my career. Like,
I don't know.
Well,
it helps being somebody's tethered. Like,
it helps being Drake's out of everyone.
Oh my God. 6IG.
We created this. None of this was here.
None of this was here. We created this. Oh my God.
Man.
Here we go. Damn, we started with Cali again.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm
okay,
good.
We just let that slip under the radar.
I'm not going off track today.
Okay, good. Please don't.
Shout out. Yeah. Okay. Shit, man. I mean, that's kind of it. I think this is a pretty good place to call it. We in our new studios right now.
Yeah, so we
trying to get out of here.
Y'all.
My car broke down. I gotta go get it.
Hey, Vic's car really broke down.
Yeah, the devil was trying to stop me, but guess what? God is more powerful.
And it's bag season.
Guess what?
Bag season.
We made it.
What's that? Bag season.
Hell yeah. So shit, we'll be back next week.
Yep.
Rosecrans Radio, we out.
Yeah. Bye.
Oh my God.